You are listening to Single Smart Female. This is Jen, explaining the possibilities in your love life and examining your Mantourage dating experiences. I am here to help you do life and love on your terms by tipping the scales of love permanently in your favor. So don't forget to text this episode to all of your single smart girlfriends, and let's get started. Hey there, single smart female. Your romantic fairy godmama here, coming to you today with a romantic fairy godmama quickie-ish, or it might be a quickie. I don't know. We'll see as we go into it. Today we are talking about Mantourage dating organization hacks. And we're going to dive right in. These are the things that you can use to have fun with your Mantourage dating experience and hack the experience and make it more simple, because otherwise, if you're disorganized about it, it can become very complicated. And then when it becomes very complicated, it doesn't feel fun anymore. And the point of it is to be fun, because the more fun you're having, the better results you will create. So number one of the things that I love to do, use your phone as an organizational tool, is labels. Labels and ringtones. Labels specifically is you can actually give your guys fun names. So I'm speaking mainly, because I don't have access to an Android, I'm speaking mainly to the iPhone at this point, Apple. But I know they have, basically where they have their business, all that kind of stuff. You can give him a fun name like Sexy Sailor or Damn, He's Good, or things like that. And you can actually create a dash after his name and put Mantourage or some kind of label using emojis or something like that, so that it's a clear indication that you can use and who you're dealing with very quickly. The other thing I like, and this is actually kind of magic, by the way, I really like to use ringtones to indicate the feeling that I'd like somebody to have for me. I used to do this with my husband quite a bit, and it worked, again, like magic. So you pick a song of how you want him to feel about you, and that becomes your ringtone or your text tone. Things like that. Something very, very simple. The next one's really special, and this is something that I help my clients with in their sweet spot communication, is they put together basically a copy and paste and questions to ask, answer for online dating communication, or you can actually use it in texting as well. But if you use this instead of having to come up with new stuff all the time, of course, you have to make it interesting. You don't want to do copy and paste boring shit, because then that just defeats the purpose. But you allow your creativity to come out, and then you can repurpose the stuff that you're using with different conversations so that you're not having to retype everything all the fucking time, because there is nothing more tedious than typing on a damn phone. I know this. You know this. So make that shit simple, and it's brilliant. Of course, I don't teach all of the sweet spot communication here. That stuff you'll have to get from me if you work with me, but you can put your own version of that together in the notes and then just hit copy and paste when you need it, and then have a lot of stuff already there for you so that you're not having to figure it all out on the spot all the time. Now, number 3, this is more of, instead of an organization hack, it's more of a to-do that makes things a lot more simple for you. And it's not necessarily a tool, it's a concept, and it's something that you should execute on. And I really want all of you ladies to understand, you shouldn't be dating or communicating all day long with him. So pick a time during the day. You get your stuff done. Bulk your stuff get most of your stuff done at the beginning of the day. If you take a break, then you can communicate then. Answer his text then. You can mute his text, all that kind of stuff. Until then, mute everybody, put it on Do Not Disturb. Get your shit done, because then you have lots of mental free space to really play. And you can concentrate it to certain parts of the day. You can break it up in small little breaks here and there. Or you can do, for instance, with online dating, you can do it for an hour a day. And by the way, that's probably the most I really recommend, because otherwise we just spend all of our time in that when we are women who have fun shit to get done in our lives. So we make sure we tend to those things as well. Don't date all day. Plus, when you're constantly texting with somebody all the time, shit gets boring really fast. Might take a couple weeks, but it gets boring really fast. And just little note here, if somebody's connected to you on social media, or they're always texting with you, it seems like extreme interest at first, but at some point it turns into they have their fill of you, which means, they've always got you right there. So there's no real need to see you. And it can change very, very quickly. So I'd rather you take your time, bulk these activities, and have some fun with it. Now, finally, and this is the big one, and I want to really have you hear me on this one. This is super important. You, if you want to become a more adored woman, have to actually, let's reverse. I just said finally, but I forgot there's one more you before this, and then we'll do the finally. The one more is, before we go to the final one, is that you need a list of first dates. I've told you this before, but this is really true. You need a list of first dates. This whole dinner and drinks all the time, it's fucking boring. And if you're doing dinner and the drinks all the time and it's not working out, there's a really good sign right there that something needs to shift. You have to identify your old patterns and do some tweaking, some changing, and have some fun with them. So there's all kinds of things you can do on a first date. There's so many reasons, and I've covered this a lot in other episodes, of why psychologically this works out much, much better for a first date than just doing dinner and drinks. It takes a lot of pressure off both of you in order to give you the opportunity to have some more fun. So sit your hot ass down and make a list of different things that you can do. Google that shit if you need to and go through it. List of first dates, first activities that you would like to try. You can do second, third, fourth, fifth dates, and just have a list there so that, again, if you feel stumped and you don't know if he asks you, because he's going to ask you, what would you like to do? Then you can go ahead and say, here, how about we do something like this? All right, now finally, we got to the finally. Mindset shift. You heard me start to say it and then I withdrew, but I'm going to come back to it. It's very important. Organization hack. Mindset shift. Mantourage dating, it's a lifestyle, okay? It's a lifestyle that leads to the love life that you want. It's not something you're just trying to do. It's an actual lifestyle that you learn to incorporate. And the lessons that you get from Mantourage dating are the best training you can have for an incredible relationship. So what I want you to understand, though, it's really important to note that most women don't understand that it's a lifestyle. They think it's something, a checklist I have to do in order to find the man of my dreams. No. It's a way of life that you're adopting, and you're missing a lot of pieces. And I want you to incorporate those pieces. And you can do that. I'm going to give you a free video that tells you the pieces that you are likely missing if you go to Jen, that's JENN, Burton, BURTON.com/Secret Society for a free video instructing you on all the pieces that you are probably missing and that need to be incorporated into this lifestyle so that you can create all the amazing, incredible experiences you want in dating and love.
Hey, Lover Girl. Thanks for joining me today and texting this episode to all of your single smart girlfriends. If you have a question that you'd like to submit for on-air consideration or want to learn more about working with me, then meet me over at singlesmartfemale.com. See you there.